appreciate him? How do you guys appreciate him?
Okay, well, first, I will just start by saying that this is one of the biggest keys to having a successful relationship with a man. We like to be appreciated. And when we say appreciated, it could literally be like appreciating us for taking out the trash or noticing the little things that we do day in and day out. Like, oh, I I refilled the window washer fluid in your car, when you didn't even ask me to do that. That's all those little things mean a lot to us as men, and they may seem completely insignificant. But just like the criticisms build, right? You think all those little criticisms that you do don't really mean anything. Oh, it was just a little thing, but they build, and then resentment happens. But the same thing happens with appreciation. All those little things that you notice about the little things that we do for you or around the house or whatever, they build up and they mean something to us.
So pay attention when you appreciate your man. Have you noticed when you start to tell him something you love about him or something he did, usually he'll start to his chest will puff up. He'll sit straighter. It's instant. You see it. And the secret to giving good appreciation is number one is to be genuine. Okay, you can't like manipulate somebody into appreciation. This is the worst thing. So it has to be genuine. And it has to be specific because it's the same if a guy comes to you and tells you you're beautiful, it kind of goes over your head. You're like, yeah, whatever. I've heard that a million times. And what is beautiful about me? But if a guy tells you your green eyes sparkle so much today, I'm really making it up. You're like, oh my gosh, he's seeing me. And so you take this on much better. And so it works the same for a man. If you can appreciate him for specific things, and again, it could be just for his willingness to give you hugs when you're stressed out, where you can just let go and melt. It could be for his willingness to always be up for lovemaking or like I have to say, when we're both tired, it's always Kevin who does the first move to get us to have sex. Because I always say, I'm not saying no, but I don't have energy to do it. And he's always the one who like does it to makes it happen. And then I'm so excited that he did it. And I'm like, yeah, so this is like little things that I can appreciate. I can appreciate the fact that he takes good care of his body. I can appreciate things that he does. So it's not just all sexual, it's just about all the little things. And what it requires you to do is to start to pay attention. And that means that the person is feeling seen and appreciated. And I think it's really important to stop this track that most people are on, that they only share the negative things between each other, and to do like the reverse, to spend more time appreciating each other. And as we are being like live right now, as in the world, we need even more time, like more of this appreciation. We need to focus on the things that we love and appreciate about everyone, including our partners and the world in general.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys still there? Sorry,
Yes.
we had a little fluctuation here in the camera thing, or maybe the internet connection or something. So yeah, I mean, appreciation is something I talk about all the time, and I love it. And I'm so glad that you wanted to talk about it today, because it's one of my favorite topics. Not only because men like to be appreciated, but so first off, one thing I wanted to say, and I know that we're gonna hear something about this because I hear about it every single time that I talk about this subject. And the thought is, he should be appreciating me, right? Like, I appreciate him. I'm not gonna, or yeah, that's another one I hear. I'm not gonna appreciate him until he appreciates me, right? And all those things. And it's one of those things where I totally firmly believe that you should only be in a situation where it's a two-way street, where somebody cares about you and loves you and gives to you as well. And at the same time, if you want him to start doing those things for you, my suggestion is that you start by doing those things for him and bring that out. And there's a lot of things that will end up happening when you start appreciating him and thanking him and being grateful for him. And one of them is that he will start doing more of the things that you appreciate in him. I mean, I talk about this specifically in my Love Frames Toolkit program, but when you start talking, he starts doing things and you start thanking him for that, and telling him how it turns you on and how it's so sexy, and how it makes you feel so loved, and like you're being taken care of and all those things, right? The guy, like Celine said, the guy's like, yeah, and all of a sudden he's like, yeah, I'm taking care of my girl over here, right? And next thing you know, he starts wanting to do those things more, and he'll find little times to be in that situation so that he can do those things, and then he'll like look over at you and be like, is she excited about it? Is she appreciating it again, right? And it almost becomes like this thing where he can get addicted to this appreciation that you're giving to him because it feels so good. And a lot of people don't receive appreciation at all in their lives, and so this can be a really, really powerful thing where you're connecting with him in ways that he might not get connected with, as long as it is genuine and authentic, like Celine was talking about. This can be a way that you really connect with him that he doesn't get connected with by anyone else. And so, yeah, absolutely. Was there anything else you wanted to say about it, Kevin or Celine?
Well, you pretty much covered it all. And I would just maybe reiterate that point of like, you can get into this bad situation when you say, I'm not going to do it until he does it. And the same thing in the other way. If he says the same thing, I'm not going to do it until she does it, then nobody does it. Nothing happens, right? So this idea that, yeah, if she starts appreciating him, she will start to notice that not only will he do more of the things that she's appreciating, but he will then start appreciating her back. It will just happen. And if you sit there and say you're not going to do anything until the other side starts, then nothing's going to happen.
Yeah.
And I want to share the game that we play. So if you are one of the women like Matt is talking about, well, I want him to appreciate me more. We play a game where I ask Kevin, tell me 3 things you love about me. So I literally go and ask him if I feel like I need appreciation. I literally go and ask him. What that does is, number 1, I get my needs met, so I get appreciated. And number 2, it makes him feel very powerful as a man because he's providing something that I need. So it actually works for both of us. And this is a game that we give all couples that work with us. And we're like, rather than listening to stupid things on the radio when you're driving, tell each other like things that you love. And when I'm really needy, it's like, I say 7 things or 17, like I go like really high numbers, and it's kind of fun between us to just play with that. And then what's really important is to receive the appreciation, is to just take it in. You don't have to do anything, give anything back, say anything, but thank you and smile. And that's it.
Nice. Yeah, I love it. Absolutely love it, for sure.